the definition of the function, but once again I recap the same definition. A relation f defined from x to y is called a function. Remember, a relation f which is defined from x to y is called a function if every element in x relates with an unique element in y. See, a relation f defined from x to y is called a function. A relation is said to be a function when if every element in x relates or associates with unique element in y. So this is the basic definition to a function. In another way, it can be defined as a relation f which maps from x to y, of course defined from x to y, is called a function when f defined from x to y is called a function if every element, for every x belongs to, x, then there exists an unique element, unique y belongs to y, such that f of x is equal to y. Now this is also the same. Every relation defined from x to y is called a function. Every element x belongs to x, then there exists some element y belongs to y uniquely such that f of x is equal to y. Now this is the definition here. So x is relating to y, therefore the y is called image of x and x is called pre-image of y. So when x maps to y or x relates to y, y is said to be image of x and x is said to be pre-image of y with respect to the function f. And the function f is defined from x to y, f maps x to y is a function, then x is called domain of the function f, and y is called codomain of f. See, when any function f is defined from x to y, then here this x is called a domain and y is called codomain of the given function f. And the set of images is called range of f. Now these are the three important quantities. One is the domain, second one is codomain, third one is range. Here x is called domain, y is called codomain, and what is range? Range is nothing but the set of images. Images means the elements that are the elements in y that are associating with the elements of x. So here range is always, so clearly range is always subset of the codomain. Hence the range is always subset to codomain. Of course, sometimes it may be equal. So usually the range of a function f is denoted by f of x. So the range of f is denoted by f of x, and f of x is always subset to codomain y. Now let us take one example for this. Here x and y are two non-empty sets, where I am taking x as some x1, x2, x3, and the set y is equal to y1, y2, y3, and a relation f is going to be defined that x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y2. Now this is a relation defined from x to y. Now let us check whether it is a function or not. So according to the definition, every element in x relates with the unique element in y. Here, what are the elements in the domain x? x1, x2, x3. Now see, x1 is related to associate to y, y1, and x2 relates to y2, and x3 y2. So that definition is verified here. Otherwise, we can define the two sets x and y like this, and x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3 with respect to f. x1 is mapping to y1, x2 maps to y2, x3 also mapping to the same y2. See, so each and every element in x is associated with the unique element in y. Hence, this relation f is called a function. It is a function. And x is called the domain and y is called codomain. Here, y1 is what? y1 is the image. y1 is the image of x1, and y2 is the image of x2, as well as x3 also. y2 is image of x2 and x3. Therefore, the set of images, that means y1 comma y2. Now this set is called the range. It is range of f. Range of f denoted by f of x. Okay. Now let us take one more example. Example 2. I am taking the set x as x1, x2, x3, the another set y as y1, y2, y3, and define a relation like see x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, and f is a relation. Suppose x1 maps to y1, x2 maps to y1, x3 maps to y2, and x3 maps to y3. Now let us take a relation like this. Now here also each and every element in the set is associated with some of the elements in y. But so see, particularly x3 is mapping to two distinct elements. That means uniqueness is failed here. So that this is not a function. It is not a function. Now take one more example. Suppose if same x is equal to x1, x2, x3, and I am taking the same sets y is equal to y1, y2, y3, and let us take one more relation f x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, like x1 maps to y1, x2 maps to y2, that's all. Now, suppose if I take any relation like this. Now, is it function? So, x1 mapping to y1 only, x2 maps to y2 only, but what about x3? It does not related to any of the element in the set y. So that x3 do not have any image. So, by the definition, every element in x must be related, but here x3 is not associating with any of the elements in y. Therefore, again it is not a function, which is not a function. And take one more example, a simple example. Suppose if a relation f defined from n to r, where n is equal to set of natural numbers and r represents set of real numbers, such that f of x is equal to x square, where n is set of natural numbers, r is set of real numbers, and the relation defined like that, f of x is equal to x square. Now, let us check whether it is a function or not. Now, here n contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now, when x is equal to 1, what is f of 1? At x is equal to 1, f of 1 is equal to 1 square. Okay. Now, so n is equal to set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and r is the set of all real numbers containing positive and negative real numbers including 0. And the function, the relation given that f of x is equal to x square. Now, at x is equal to 1, that implies f of 1 is equal to what? 1 square, that is 1. If x is equal to 2, that means f of 2 is equal to 2 square, which is equals to 4. At x is equal to 3, f of 3 is equal to 3 square, which is equals to 9. That means the output values are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, etc. like that. Now, they are always belongs to the same real number set. Now, all these values are belongs to 1 belongs to r, 4 belongs to r, 9 belongs to r, 16, 25, etc. all are belonging to the same real number set. That means, therefore, the given function f is a function, the relation f is a function. The relation f is a function, and here the set of images, what are they? 1, 4, 9, 16 and so on, perfect squares. Now, the set is range of the given function f. Now, these are the some of the examples to a function. Next one is types of functions. Now, there are different types in functions. Earlier you studied identity function, constant function, step function, of course greatest integer function, and signum function, etc. Now, let us define some more types of the functions here. So, among them the first one is 1 function. 1 function, and it is also known as injective function. What is the 1 function? A function f defined from x to y. A function f maps x to y is called 1 function. Is called 1 function or injective function when if different elements in x have different images in y. See, different elements in x have different images in y. Then that kind of function f is called a 1 function. So f maps x to y is called 1 1 function if different elements in x have different images in y. In another way, we can define x1 comma x2 belongs to x such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies x1 is equal to x2. Then the function f is said to be a 1 1 function. So when the two elements are chosen from x such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2, that means their functional values are equal, then the two elements should be equal. Then also the function f is said to be a 1 1 or injective function. Now let us take one example for this. If suppose x is equal to the set x1, x2, x3 and set y is equal to y1, y2, y3. And now let us take one relation or function like this x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. x1 is mapping to y1, x2 maps to y2, x3 maps to y3. See, every element in x is associated with the unique element in y. So basically it's a function, and different elements are mapping to different elements in y. Different elements of x are mapping to different elements in y. So that it is a 1 1 function. It is a 1 1 function. And one more example. Suppose if under the same sets x and y, let us define one more function like x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, x1, x2, both are maps to y1 and x3 maps to y3. Now see, so of course it is a function but not 1 1. Why? Here two different elements x1 comma x2 have same image y1, so that it is not a 1 1 function. Next, take one more example. Suppose if a function f is defined from x to y such that f of x is equal to 2x. I think better to consider x and y as n to r. It's better, I think. So now the function f maps n to r, set of natural numbers to set of real numbers such that f of x is equal to 2x. Now let us check whether this function is 1 1. So if we take any two natural numbers such that x1 comma x2 belongs to n such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2, that implies f of x1 means what? 2 of x1, 2x1 and it is 2x2. Now clearly 2 cancel on both sides. So x1 comma x2 belongs to n. F of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies 2x1 is equal to 2x2. This implies x1 is equal to x2. So while 2 cancel on both sides, x1 is equal to x2. So that whenever the two numbers are chosen in the set n, then we are getting the condition that x1 is equal to x2. Therefore, the f is a 1 1 function. F is a 1 1 function. So we learn about 1 1 function. Suppose if any function is not 1 1, so what? Then it is called a many one function. Note, a function f is not 1 1 is called many one function. Here we have this example 2. So clearly this example 2 is not a 1 1 function, so that is a many one function. Suppose if you want, I give one more example, that is example number 4. Suppose if a function f is defined from R to R such that f of x is equal to x square. Now, let us see, is it 1 1 or many 1? So, R to R means that here R is set of real numbers to set of real numbers. So, let us take two numbers here. I think probably -1 and 1. So, -1 and 1 both are belongs to set of real numbers. Now, f of -1 is equal to -1 whole square, that is equal to 1, and f of 1 is equal to 1 square, that is also 1. So, that f of 1, f of -1 both are same. F of -1 is equal to f of 1, but -1 is not equal to 1 here. When f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies x1 is equal to x2, then f is called 1 1, but that condition is not satisfying here. So, that f of x is equal to x square is not 1 1, hence it is a many 1 function. Now, the another definition, second one, onto. Onto function or surjection or surjective function, whatever. So, onto function or surjective function. What is this? Suppose a function f defined from x to y, and every element in y, has at least one pre-image in x. See, every element in y has at least one pre-image in x. Then the function f is called onto function or surjection. Now, in another way, every element in y, for some y belongs to y, now there exists at least one pre. There exists some pre-image x belongs to x such that f of x is equal to y. Then f is called onto function. So, see, for every y belongs to y, there exists some x belongs to x such that f of x is equal to y, then f is called a onto function. Now, let us take one example for this definition. Example 1. Consider x is a set x1, x2, x3 and y is the set y1, y2. Now, a function is defined between them. F is defined like this: x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, such that x1 mapping to y2, x2 mapping to y2, x3 mapping to y1. Suppose any relation be like that. Now, here see, x1 mapping to y2, x2 maps to y2, y3 maps to y. That means every element in the set y has at least one pre-image in x. So, y1 has the pre-image x3, y2 has two pre-images x1 and x2. So, that every element in y is associated with all elements of x. So, that this is a onto function. It is a onto function. Next, one more example. So same sets x is equal to x1, x2, x3, y is equal to y1, y2, y3, and consider again a relation x1, x2, x3, y1, y2. If x1 maps to y1, x2 maps to y1, x3 also maps to y1. Now clearly it is not a onto function. Why? Because y2 do not have any pre-image, so that it is not onto function. Not onto function. A function which is not onto is called into function. Note, a function which is not onto is called into function. Okay. Right. Now take one more example. Suppose if f maps n to R, set of natural numbers to set of real numbers, such that f of x is equal to 2x. Already we verified this same function in the previous definition. Clearly it is 1 function. Now let us check whether the same function onto or not. F of x. So here R means set of real numbers. I am taking some element y belongs to R, such that f of x is equal to y. That means 2x is equal to y. Therefore x is equal to y by 2. Is y by 2 natural number always? No, because for some y values it may be a natural numbers, but not all the real numbers. So suppose without loss of generality, y is equal to 1. If y is equal to 1, such that f of x is equal to 1, that means 2x is equal to 1. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 2. But 1 by 2 is not in the domain n, because n is set of natural numbers. 1 by 2 is not a natural number, hence it does not belongs to n. So that but y is equal to 1 belongs to R, hence this 1 do not have any pre-image in the domain n. Therefore this function f is not onto or not surjection. So since it is not onto function, obviously it is a into function. Now let us see two problems here. Show that the function f maps n to n, set of natural numbers to set of natural numbers, given by f of 1 is equal to f of 2 is equal to 1, and f of x is equal to x minus 1 for every x greater than 2. So here the function is defined in two ways. At 1 and 2 the function is equals to 1. For every x greater than 2 it is defined as f of x is equal to x minus 1. Now show that the type of function is onto but not 1 1. Now see the first one. Solution. Given that the function f is mapping from n to n, set of natural numbers to natural numbers, and also given that f of 1 is equal to f of 2 is equal to 1. So clearly it is not a 1 1. Why? 1 and 2 are two distinct elements but not equal to, but not equal. So this implies 1 not equal to 2. Therefore the given function f is not 1 1. Is it onto? Now let us see. For some y belongs to set of natural numbers, codomain. Y belongs to n. Here n means codomain. Y belongs to any codomain n. Then such that f of x is equal to y. This implies where f of x is equal to what? F of x is equal to x minus 1 is equal to y. This implies x is equal to y plus 1 y plus 1. Now y plus 1 for every it must be compulsory greater than it is a natural number, x is equal to y plus 1 is a natural number. For any y you choose from n, definitely it belongs to some natural number. And also f of 1 is equal to 1, f of 2 is equal to 1. That means 1 has the pre-image 1. So 1 also has the same pre-image 2, but rest of the cases the pre-images are in the form of y plus 1. So that definitely the given function f is onto. So that the function is onto but not 1 1. Now see second question. What is that? Show that the function f maps R to R, set of real numbers to set of real numbers, defined as f of x is equal to x square, is neither 1 1 nor onto. So prove that the given function f of x is equal to x square is not 1 1, not onto in R to R, set of real numbers to set of real numbers. F maps R to R such that f of x is equal to x square. Now it is already known that x square and set of real numbers, let us take two elements x1 comma x2 belongs to R. Here R is the domain, such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Then this implies x1 square is equal to x2 square. When x1 square is equal to x2 square, then x1 need not be equal to x2. So this implies x1 is equal to plus or minus x2. But x1 need not be x2. Sometimes x1 may be minus x2 also. Or with some example, minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1. Both are belongs to 1. And minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 square. But minus 1 is not equal to 1. Therefore, the given function f is not 1 1. Now, is it on to? Now, let us see. For some y belongs to R, codomain, such that f of x is equal to y. That implies f of x means x square. X square is equal to y. Now, right here, x square is equal to y. X square is equal to y means x is equal to plus or minus root y. Now, look there, y is any real number. Y is any real number in the codomain such that x is equal to plus or minus root y. Suppose if y is positive, no problem. Definitely square root exists. What about for negative values of y? The square root does not exist. That means the negative values of y do not have pre-images. When y is less than 0, then there is no pre-image. No pre-image of y. Therefore, this function again, the function f of x is equal to x square is not onto. So, finally, the function is neither 1 1 nor onto. We know that if f maps x to y is onto function, is a onto function, then every element in y must have at least one pre-image in x. That means every element in y should be associated with at least one of the elements in x. Then only it is called onto function. That means the set y contains all images. When this function is onto, now the set y become set of all images. Therefore, the codomain y become, but set of all images is called the range of f, which is denoted by f of x. So, for onto function, range range and codomain both are equal. Next definition is 1 onto 1 and onto function or bijection. So clearly it is known that a function which is both 1 and onto is called 1 onto function, and it is also known as a bijection. A function f maps x to y is both 1 and onto is called 1 onto function, 1 and onto function or bijection. Now let us take one example like this. Example 1. If set x is equal to x1, x2, x3 and set y is equal to y1, y2, y3, let us choose one function f x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. If x1 mapping to y1, x2 maps to y3, x3 maps to y2. Now so all the elements in x map with all the elements of y, and no two elements have same images, so that clearly it is a 1 function, and every element in the set y has at least one of course they have only one pre-images in the set x, so that this is a onto function. Hence this function is 1 and onto. It is a 1 onto function or bijection. Now take one more example. Suppose if a function defined from R to R, set of real numbers to real numbers, such that f of x is equal to 2x. Now let us check whether the function is bijection. Before that we check whether it is a 1 or not under this domain R2, codomain R. Let us choose the two elements x1 comma x2 belongs to R in the domain, such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2. That implies 2x1 is equal to 2x2, implies x1 is equal to x2. Right. So when f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies x1 is equal to x2, clearly the function f is 1. So clearly it is a 1 function. Now is it onto? Let us see. Suppose choose some y belongs to R, codomain, such that f of x is equal to y. That implies f of x means 2x is equal to some y, hence x is equal to y by 2. Y by 2. Is y by 2 a real number? Right, clearly. For every y belongs to R, whether you take a negative value, positive value, including 0, substitute here, definitely y by 2 become a real number. If y is positive, so y by 2 positive, y is negative, y by 2 negative, y is 0, yes of course x is 0. That means for all values of y, x is equal to y by 2 is a real number. It belongs to R domain. Therefore, finally the given function f of x is equal to 2x is onto. So it concludes that the given function is 1 and onto, hence f is a bijection. Here two problems. One is prove that the greatest integer function f maps R to R such that f of x is equal to bracket of x known as greatest integer function is neither 1 nor onto. where the bracket of x denotes greatest integer less than or equal to x. Solution. So first of all, the function f is defined from R to R such that f of x is equal to the greatest integer function x known as step x. Is it 1 function? So let us choose two values. For example, if I take 2.1 and 2.2, both are belongs to set of real numbers domain. This implies, what about the f of 2.1? That means step of 2.1 is equal to 2. And 2.2, f of 2.2, it is also lies between 2 and 3. Whenever the number lies between two consecutive integers, then the least one is called its step value. So 2.2, f of 2.2 is equal to step of 2.2. It is also lies between the two consecutive integers 2 and 3. So that the step will be 2. So two different elements are mapping to the same. Therefore, clearly the given function f is not 1, 1. Clearly it is not a 1, 1 function. Now, is it onto? Is this function onto? Now, let us see. F of x is equal to step of x. Step of x. You know, step of x means what? Greatest integer function means purely it gives some integral values. Is an integer. Whatever the number you choose, then step of x gives some integer value. That means it is equal to set of integer z. But it is not giving all real values. Hence, the range is equal to z here. The set of images are only z, whatever the x chosen from set of real numbers, which is not equal to, range is not equal to codomain R. Therefore, not equal to codomain R. Therefore, the given function f is not onto. So, finally, the given function f of x is equal to step of x is neither 1, 1 nor onto. Next, another question, fourth one. Here, f maps n to n, okay, defined as f of n is equal to, it is n plus 1 by 2 when n is odd, okay, and n by 2 if n is even. For all n belongs to natural numbers. Here the domain is n, codomain is also n. Is it 1, 1 function? When you observe carefully, if I take the two numbers 1 and 2, 1, so 1 belongs to n but odd. And now, what about f of 1? When for odd numbers, f of n is defined as n plus 1 by 2. Substitute there, 1 plus 1 by 2, it is 1, 2 by 2. Suppose if I choose a natural number 2, which is even. For even numbers, it is defined. F of n is defined as n by 2. That means f of 2 is equal to 2 by 2, which is also equals to 1. That means again, two different elements are having same image. F of 1 is equal to f of 2, but 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore, the given function f is not 1, 1. Again, it is not a 1, 1 function. Now, let us see whether it is a onto function. For onto function, for that, if I take n is equal to set of odd numbers like 1, 3, 5 and so on. For these cases, what about f of n? F of n is defined like this. At n is equal to 1, 1 plus 1, 2 by 2, 1. At n is equal to 3, 3 plus 1, 4 by 2, 2. N is equal to 5, 5 plus 1, 6 by 2, 3, and so on. We are getting set of natural numbers in this sequence. When n is equal to even numbers 2, 4, 6 like that, then what are the images? When n is equal to 2, substitute here 2 by 2, 1. When n is equal to 4, 4 by 2, again 2. N is equal to 6, 6 by 2, 3. We are getting the same natural numbers. Therefore, whether n is even or odd, we have the set of images is equal to set of natural numbers n. Therefore, the range is equal to, the range is n, which is also equals to codomain. So, finally, the function f is onto. Hence, again the given function f is, onto but not 1 1. So, hence this is not a bijection. Since it is not 1 1, it is not a bijection. So, final conclusion is f is not bijection. Now, take one more problem. Let a comma b be two sets, means non-empty sets. Show that f maps a cross b to b cross a such that f of a comma b is equal to b comma a is a bijection or is a bijective function. Now, let us check whether it is a 1 1 function and onto function. So, a comma b are two non-empty sets. Now, we can select the two numbers a1 comma a2 belongs to a and b1 comma b2 belongs to b such that f of a1 b1 is equal to f of a2 b2 implies. But f of a1 b1 according to the definition is b1 a1 is equal to b2 a2. So, two order pairs are equal. That means their corresponding elements in the places are equal. b1 is equal to b2 and a1 is equal to a2. So, clearly f of a1 b1 is equal to f of a2 b2 is equal to a1 is equal to a2 and b1 is equal to b2. Therefore, clearly the function f is 1 1. It is a 1 1 function. Now, onto. For suppose, let us take one element b comma a belongs to b cross a. One element chosen from this order pair b cross a. B comma a belongs to a. B comma a belongs to b cross a such that f of a comma b is equal to b comma a. Such that f of a comma b is equal to b comma a. This means that it indicates that for every b comma a belongs to a b cross a, there exists one ordered pair a comma b belongs to a cross b such that f of a comma b is equal to b comma a. Therefore, finally, this function f is onto. Hence, we can conclude that the given function f is 1 1 and onto. Therefore, it is a bijective function. Okay. Yes, the next definition, composition of functions and invertible function. What is this composition of functions? Now, let us see the first one, the first definition. Composition of functions. Let us take two functions f maps x to y and g maps y to z be two functions f, a function defined from x to y, g is another function defined from y to z, then the composition of the two functions f and g is denoted by g circle f, g circle f, and it is defined as g circle f maps A to C given by g circle f maps x to z. Since f is defined from x to y, g is defined from y to z, g circle f defined from x to z given by g of f of x is equal to z for all x belongs to x. Now this is the definition to composition of a function. Look, f maps x to y, g maps y to z be two different functions. Then the composition of these two functions f and g denoted by g circle f, and it is defined as g circle f maps x to z, which is given by g circle f of x is equal to z for every x belongs to x. So now let us take two functions. One is f and another one is g. So I am taking the three sets x, y, z. For some x belongs to x, y belongs to y, z belongs to z. Now if x maps to y, y maps to z, f is the function from x to y, y is the function from, g is the function from y to z, then the composition of these two defined as g circle f, from x to z, is called composite function of f and g, and for all x belongs to x. Now this is the definition for the composite function. Now here look there, for some x belongs to x, for x belongs to some x. Now there is some y belongs to y such that f of x is equal to y. With respect to f, x maps to y. Similarly, this y belongs to y, then there exists some z belongs to z such that g circle y is equal to z. G of y is equal to z. Therefore, g circle f of x is equal to g of f of x, that is equal to g of, where f of x is equal to y and g of y is equal to z. So there, for every x belongs to x, there exists some z belongs to z such that g circle f of x is equal to z. That means x is mapping to z with respect to the composite function g circle f. Now that is this definition. Now we have f is a function from x to y and G is a function from Y to Z, the codomain of F is same as to domain of G, then the composition of these two functions, which is known as G circle F, defined from X to Z. Can we define F circle G? No, it is not possible. So, when G circle F defines, F circle G need not be defined. If F circle G and G circle F both are defined, then they need not be equal. So, F circle G and G circle F become equal according to their domains and ranges and codomains, everything. But in most of the cases, F circle G is not equal to G circle F. Yes. Here we have two problems. One is F is a function defined from one set 1, 3, 4, 2, another set 1, 2, 5, and G is another function defined from 1, 2, 5 to 1, 3, given by F is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 1, and G is equal to 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 1. Then write down G circle F. Now, that is the first question. Now let us see the solution to the first one. Here F has the domain 1, 3, 4 and codomain 1, 2, 5. Now let us take the two sets. One is X, second one is Y. The domain of F is 1, 3, 4, codomain 1, 2, 5. With respect to F, here the mapping of F 1, 2, 1 maps to 2, 3, 5, 4, 1. Okay, next one. There is another function with the domain. What is the domain of G? 1, 2, 5, and codomain of G is 1, 3. Now with respect to G, 1 maps to 3, 2 maps to 3, 5 maps to 1. Okay, right now. Can we define G circle F? Yes, because F is defined from X to Y, G is defined from Y to Z. Therefore, we can define the function G circle F from X to Z. Now, the function G circle F is equal to, see, with respect to F 1 maps to 2, with respect to G 2 maps to 3. So that in the composition 1 maps to 3, 1 maps to 2, 2 maps to 3, 1, 3. Next. So 3 maps to 5, whereas 5 maps to 1. So 3, 1. That is the next order pair. And the third one is 4 maps to 1, but 1 maps to 3, 4, 3. Therefore, that is G circle F. Next, second question. Find F circle G and G circle F if f of x is equal to mod x. If f of x is equal to mod x and g of x is equal to modulus of 5x minus 2. This is the first bit in second question. F of x is equal to mod x and g of x is equal to modulus of fx minus 2. Now here you define both f circle g and g circle f. Now first of all let us define f circle g. F circle g of x is equal to, by its definition, f of g of x. F circle g means f of g of x. That means it is f of, what is g of x? that is modulus of 5x minus 2. But f of x is given by mod x. F of x is given by mod x. Here f of something there. So for every x belongs to x, f of x is defined as mod x. So that here x belongs to 5, here x is equal to modulus of 5x minus 2. So that by the definition of f, we can write it as modulus of mod 5x minus 2. Of course, that is nothing but modulus of 5x minus 2. Modulus to any function is itself mod function. Next one, G circle f. G circle f of x is equal to, G circle f means g of f of x. G of where f of x is equal to mod x. Now that is equal to, now with respect to g, the function is defined as modulus of 5x minus 2. So that it is modulus of 5 mod x minus 2. Are they equal? No, because when x is positive, they may be equal. But when x is negative, it becomes minus modulus of 5x minus 2, but it is minus 5x minus 2 according to modulus definition. So that the two functions are not equal. Next one, second bit. F of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is equal to x power 1 by 3. Then what? Find again f circle g and g circle. F circle g of x is equal to f of g of x. That is f of where g of x is equal to x power 1 by 3. Now substitute this x power 1 by 3 in the function f of x. Then what? It become, this is equals to 8 into where x is equal to x power 1 by 3 whole cube. Now this 3 gets cancelled, it become 8x. So f circle g of x is equal to 8x. Now let us find g circle f also. G circle f of x is equal to g of f of x. That is equal to g of, what is f of x? The function f of x is 8x cube. 8x cube. Now this is equal to, with respect to z, the function is defined as x power 1 by 3. So that substitute this entire quantity in g function. That is 8x cube whole power 1 by 3.